All right, so I'm down to 245. I sold a bunch of shit. What's my status? Lost by. Sold a bunch of shit. I had a bunch of miscellaneous bullshit in my cargo bay, so I got rid of that. I still have a lot of weight on me, so I'm going to give a lot of my weapons to Bear
Take
real
this.
quick.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Souvenirs are fun to pick up, but better to give. Enjoy. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it. I almost didn't pick it up, but then I thought you might have a good use for it. Whew, glad I did. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you. I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. It was surreal, honestly. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that. True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset. No, he was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name. Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company.
Right for what?
Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail. No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes. That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense? No, I know I can't. I just don't want whoever hurt him to get away with it, if that's what happened. I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. but the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat.
We just chatted.
Anything I can help you with, Captain? Alrighty.
Alright, I felt let's go around the keys talking to
You
people.
might think it's funny, but loyalty's
You've got
big
stuff
in
to
the
smuggle.
fleet.
Neva's mine, so don't be getting any ideas.
Oh, okay.
She may be a little rough around the edges, but she's just looking out for her own.
Sure.
There's no one better to have your back.
Yeah, you went up on the key.
Truth is, the fleet rescued me.
Well, I'm taking them down.
Of course,
so.
I wouldn't have needed rescuing if they hadn't blown up the ship I was working on.
Oh, so Stockholm Syndrome. Great.
Delgado plucked me out of space and brought me to the key. I took one look at the place and was compelled to work. Soon after, he offered me a permanent spot with the fleet.
Alright,
Catch you later.
you don't got jack shit for me. And then I'll double check this place while I'm talking to people to just make sure I didn't miss any evidence.
I got a sword here.
Does this mean steal? I can take it. Okay. I guess I can take it without any repercussions. Oh, shoot. I have a new philosophy. I am not going to take anything unless I think it could be useful to me. I'll not take anything unless it's better than a normal weapon. Like epic or something. Grease monkeys. Hmm. Da-da-da-da. Box. Okay.
If I had a Berian crest, I'd run my own city, like Bayou. Except in my town, you could do Aurora anywhere.
That great, good for you. Sure, yeah. Be rover.
UC'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
I am UC, so boom, caught you. Fleet freebooter, captain, pirate. All right. I already kind of talked to these people. I mean, not really. I just sold them shit.
The right protective. Well, only the best tactical gear to protect your ass this side of the galaxy. Metal plated for when you're up against bullets. Leather for those jobs that might require a subtle touch. All made by yours truly, of course, except for a few used odds and ends that no one's gonna miss. What, me? Nah, not anymore. When it comes to aim, there ain't no one worse.
Huh.
True facts.
I should admit it.
And my friends like to say I'd have better luck talking someone to death than shooting them. Yep, my talents are best suited for making protective gear. Helmets, vests, suits. You could say I'm a tailor, not a fighter. See ya.
Kinetics.
You don't make it in
electrolytes,
this life.
energy
Weapons
weapons.
of all shapes
Nothing
and
is
sizes to
substitute
handle
for
jobs
something
large
glass in
and
the face.
small. Ammo too, of course. I'd argue Boggs got me beat as far as customer base goes. But when it comes to profit, I am on top. A good gun's what makes all the difference out there sometimes. And for some, it's the only thing they'll ever trust.
Okay. I'm
Done
hoping
here?
some.
Fine by me.
I have to do this in Atlantis as well. Ask people, go around and talk to people, see if they have any missions.
You
for me.
don't steal from your own. Not unless you want the whole station
All right,
on
make
your
it quick.
ass.
I don't do small talk. You want to do business? We'll do business. You want to chat? Go see Bog.
Okay. What is he selling?
It's a general store, which means I sell general goods. Mostly junk that no one else wants to carry. Raw materials, blueprints, spare parts. Fascinating, I know.
All right.
Oh, bye, I guess.
Most of them are talking about Bog. Oh, there's another. It's locked. Okay. It's got to be this one.
That didn't take long at all.
Did not.
So, tell us about Jasper Cricks's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space, on the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast. Didn't cover all my bases. Made some stupid mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
Alright. I lost some weight just by eating all my fucking food. Alright. Gas is turnable. Molecules for the Nova. Keep us off. Silver. Get out. Drink it. Rest. No feelings. You deserve it. You got a grudge. Spit it out. Pretend I don't read minds. No skin the walls. No hunger. Ping-pong table. I pick music. Okay. Okay. Weight room etiquette. Wipe down your equipment. Yeah. Spotting. Rotating in. Okay. Oh, there's more? Okay. That's what's worse. Wait. Oh, let's go down the list instead of side. Didn't I just say that was Black Cat. Hex. Spunk. Yes. Okay. I guess you can shield against cargo scans or whatever. Good to know. Yeah, I already talked to you. Oh, what? I went that way? Closed. Okay, let's go this way. Did I already talk to her?
I hope see anything
Yeah,
you'll... I sell a little bit of everything, but only if it's hard to find, and only for a high price. Neuroamps, a few unique resources, maybe a specialized weapon or two. Anything that's rare and in high demand. I was raised fleet. My mama joined up when I was 12. She was a first-class smuggler. We'd always lived comfortably, but she took the offer to join when a job almost went south. She figured if anything ever happened to her, it'd guarantee I'd still have a home.
I question his parenting skills, yeah.
It's been non-stop. Even as a kid, I was helping distract security in those smuggling days. It's amazing how just having a child aboard, especially one as cute as I was, can throw off the scent. Between my mama and the fleet, I can talk my way out of anything, and use or fix any weapon and ship in the galaxy. Real-life skills, if you know what I mean. Always a pleasure.
Okay, trade. Fleet pirate. Where are you? Oh, there's just the trade authority? Yeah. Wait here. There's no one else.
You have something for me? What'll it be, friend? Buying, selling? The trade authority takes anything and everything.
I bet you do.
The fleet's got an impressive commerce system. They even managed a legitimate doctor among their ranks. Business on the Key is like no other. It's the sole reason I'm here. For the credits. I'd say it's been about 10 years now since the Trade Authority assigned me this post. It felt a little extreme at the time, but I can see why they figured it was a good fit. It's the mutual benefit. The Trade Authority buys any goods of value. We don't care how you got it, only that we can profit from it.
Okay.
It's the fastest way to turn your hard-earned loot into legitimate credits, ready to spend. So, naturally, it made sense to establish a presence here. Why risk flying into New Atlantis or Aquila City when you can just do business here? There are a few who share that sentiment. You'd think a successful business relationship would change their minds, but a few will always see me as an outsider. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will always maintain a presence on the Key. Let's just say I've done my fair share of questionable activities in the past. With the credits I amassed, I gave the Trade Authority a sizable donation in exchange for a clean slate and a stable job. So, here I am, at your service. I left a similar lifestyle behind when I joined the Trade Authority, and never looked back. A lot of the rooks here see freedom and lawlessness, but that's only if you don't get caught. True freedom is not having a bounty on your head, with every cop and mercenary out to get you. Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
Alright, well that was that. Anyone else to talk to? Can I open your shit and steal it? I can.
I used to work for a Megacorp.
Closed.
Wore a monkey suit and everything. Seems like a different time.
Bar. Key, the last Nova. Let's talk to the doctor.
Need some medical assistance?
I just
First
wanna know what's
time
up.
visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids. That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need medpacks, curatives, preventatives, I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too. Hopefully that won't be often. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with. Now there's an offer I didn't expect. If you really want to help, I'm looking for someone who can handle themselves in a public setting. As in someone who knows how to get the job done without shooting up the place. Well, you'd be one of the first. I politely requested a list of supplies from Gennady Aton at the clinic and was told the price of business has gone up. I think he's back on Aurora, and he's upcharging me to pay for it. And if there's one thing I'm not going to do is subsidize his habit. I want you to make sure he delivers my supplies for the price we agreed on, but without raising any alarms. We'll see. Talk is one thing, actions are another. You'd think most of the injuries I treat are from run-ins with security or civilians taking a stand. But I'd say at least half are just life on the key. Brawls, egos, and plain old stupidity.
I bet.
At least it keeps me busy. Oh yeah. The funny thing is, he's the poster boy for upstanding moral citizens. Top of the class at nursing school, did volunteer work in backwater settlements, a reputation you could eat your food off of. Nobody knows he did it all zoned out of his mind. Nobody except his old boss, me. He said he got clean when he joined the clinic, but now I wonder. A bullshit one, yeah? Gennady claims prices have gone up for the clinic as a whole, and that I'm not the only doc being hit. He says if I want cheaper goods, I'm going to have to find another supplier. He even gave me a list. But I'm not turning to some third-rate doc selling meds out of their space truck. Gennady and I had a deal, and I want him to honor it.
Right.
Try not to die out there.
Oh, where the hell did you come from?
Always ask for a bigger cut. It's all about making those credits.
I'm just looking for evidence. Alright, let's talk to Bog. I think the bartender's name is Bog, right? He runs the Last Nova or some shit.
Ooh, this place looks like fun. Let's go have some.
I just took the tips, okay.
You looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight, buddy, but you're not gonna win, so you can fuck
The
off.
Nova's always open for business. So is the fleet.
Box, bro. Ties. Oh, we gotta talk to that bitch too.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us,
Aurora.
and you're dead.
You're only in the city of Neon. Slows time by 40% for 10 seconds. It's a contraband though. I got caught for fucking harvested organs last time trying to enter New Atlantis.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had compartments on my ship just in case. A couple dozen ex-cons in my side. But I need more.
Those prayers ain't gonna still upset.
Once word got around, didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the seven systems to show up.
Just taking those crit sticks. Don't know who they are. Bog.
Exactly.
Alright, we'll talk to Bog, and then Jessamy, and then Neva, Nora, and then we'll talk to the town.
What would you use responsibilities?
Where's Barry? I saw his name pop up.
The Navy in turn sent ships to attack
There
the
he
key.
is.
I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were...
I'll wait for this guy to stop talking.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC Systems?
They've clearly given out and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC Systems continues to take all the blame. It's all about PR spin for the real. That's how the UC operates.
How long? It's long as this interview. God damn.
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
Alright, now we can talk
I
about.
was wondering when you'd wander my way. The name's Fergus. Fergus Wickham. But you can call me Bog. Welcome to the
weird
last
nickname.
Nova, where the drinks are never free. Got it back in my experimental days. Before we fixed up Nova, she was a real boggy mess. Practically an indoor swamp. I figured some of what's growing around here could make some decent booze. Some might say I only got the booze part right. Guilty? You name it, I got it. Although, I can't speak to quality. We don't believe in expiration dates here as long as it gets the job done. As long as you're buying, stay as long as you like. The last Nova never sleeps, so no last call here. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule and offer you my speciality. On the house. 1 free bottle of Bog's Grog.
It's an acquired taste.
The good ones always are, mate. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find, and guaranteed to drown those sorrows. Nova wasn't always the lovely sight you see before you. She used to be a hydro farm, and put up quite a fight when we decided to give her a makeover. Overgrown water everywhere. Almost gave up. But what's a proper home without a pub, eh? Now that's a trade secret, mate. And a homegrown one at that. But nothing to worry about. I've been serving it up going on 20 years now. Only things that kill my customers are bullets and stupidity. Well, let's have a look now.
Alright, he's got nothing for me. Alright, bye, Bog.
Last Nova never closes, so come back anytime.
If you got any spare creds, you just need to unload some junk, head to the depot.
Better get 'em. We'll have the whole set. Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet. Because that's exactly beneath all of that inexperience. So get used to.
Alright.
Stay sharp, Rook.
Where's that Jessamine chick? Now we're gonna talk to her.
I need another drink.
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark.
Hey, Cap. You hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low.
But that is will be safe with me. Yeah.
I'm a smuggler. Making enemies comes with a job. This time I got in over my head and made one who's more dangerous than me. Hard to believe.
I don't really have any room. Can I take her anyways? Don't have any room on my crew, right? Oh, Lynn. Oh, yeah. Lynn and Heller are gone. I could take her. Alright, why not?
Hey, Cap. You hiring? Boy, am I glad to hear that. It's the Vroon zealots who are after me, and they don't give up easy.
I have not run into them
Done for
yet.
if they saw my ship out in space.
And I'm already like 10 hours into this goddamn game. Yeah, that's what we got.
I'm a real scrapper. Good in a fist fight or in the gunner seat. Doesn't matter to me so long as there's a strong drink waiting when the fight's over. I've also got pretty sticky fingers, if that suits you. If the Vroon zealots don't sound like a problem to you, then I can't wait to see what you're made of.
I haven't ran into them yet. Oh, okay. She wants 12
Wouldn't
grand.
be much of a smuggler if I wasn't willing to cut a deal, would I? Let's hash it out. You know what? I like you. Maybe we can work something out. I try to be. You're a good negotiator, Cap. I'll cut you a deal.
Okay. 6 grand is a lot better than 12 grand.
Sure, fine by me. I'm looking forward to the adventure. Sounds like a plan. Let's catch up later. Thanks again for the save.
Yeah, sure.
Got mixed feelings about my last job.
Anyone else willing to shack up with me? I know I assume there's some people in every bar area because I ran into one on Sidonia, right? Alright, let's talk to the Matthias, this bitch.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you.
I will kill you.
Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it?
I'll
Gonna
fuck
show
you up.
poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
Oh, and stay here just saying you. Best shot,
Oh,
Matthias.
I will, I can promise you that. Best part is, you won't even see it coming.
Ooh, I promise we'll try to act surprised.
Now get the hell out of me way!
Oh, now I gotta talk to Neva.
The fleet's the only family you need. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokov on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me. My score involves a one-time event being held aboard the Siren of the Stars. If anyone finds out the Crimson Fleet's aboard that Starliner, the event will be canceled and I can kiss my payday goodbye. There's no way I'm gonna miss this window of opportunity. I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Unlocks cheater.
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Galbank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event.
Yeah.
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree.
Damn.
If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable. And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Alright.
Look, you can
Why am
make
I
all the
everybody's
jokes and
bitch?
excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay.
And I'm going to fuck you up.
Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands.
You're going
Got
to
it?
jail.
Don't worry, I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously. I did.
All Rokoff does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough sob stories to fill a freighter's cargo bay. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of us some credits. Yeah, ES, Earth, Savior. Get it? Come on. Keep up with me here. I got about 17 other things to do and you're holding me up.
You need to chill out. I'll get you
Then
the
it's
damn
settled.
trophy.
Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Recall UCC Steph shots.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Fuck out of here.
Wow. Clearly, we should have practiced our grumpy pirate faces a bit more before arriving.
Apparently, yeah.
Captains handle most of the patrols. We've earned that trust.
I've got bounties in every system. Idiots will never catch me.
Gotta make sure to train every day. Bad aim and bad health will get you killed.
Bunks. I've already been down there before. I didn't see anybody. Shinyo boss. Do you have anything else for me?
Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves. Be seeing you.
Don't really care about piracy jobs, so.
In the fleet, you have
E. In the lock. I'm on the fucking key. Am I going? I'm going back to Seoul. Let's see. Clinic. Where the fuck is the clinic? Is that also in Seoul? That's in Narion. Have I ever been there? Fuck if I know. We're going there now. Clinic.
The clinic welcomes all patients, whether Freestar or UC.
Okay. Appreciate it. What time am I looking at here? Let's see. Oh. I think it's time to save it. And do I have any skill points? I do not. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.